Disclaimer number one. In order to talk about the film we're about to talk about today, requires me to discuss issues involving sexual assault, harassment, and similar type of sex crimes committed by Harvey Weinstein. Disclaimer number two is a full disclosure situation. I know a crew member from this film. He's a good friend of mine. It will not reflect my opinion of the film at all. I have no bias. But I feel like I should say that. That being said, hi everyone. It's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy. Excuse me. One Raised on Popcorn with Grant, everybody. And we're here to talk about another movie. That's right, I'm back right away. And that movie is She Said. She Said is directed by Maria Schrader. It is her second feature film following a film called I'm Your Man, which I have not seen. And it is based on the true story of the reporters who broke the Weinstein scandal. Those reporters are for the New York Times, and they are Megan Twohey and trying to remember both the characters' names. Hold on. Jodie Cantor and Megan Twohey. They are played by Carey Mulligan and Zoe Kazan, who are both terrific as usual. And it is about how they broke the story. We kind of begin with Megan, who is covering the assault allegations upon soon-to-be President Donald Trump. Bastard. And we kind of see the fallout of that once he's elected president, and the story is buried. And we then see the two team up, and they soon discover that it's not merely a couple of instances of Weinstein. It's a whole system, and not just Weinstein, a system of abuse all throughout Hollywood. But the biggest hurdle in their way is that many of the women in question were forced to sign non-disclosure agreements, and so they cannot speak out. So using the resources they have, Megan and Jodie attempt to get the people who can go on the record to do so and to all jump together in order to bring down the monster known as Harvey Weinstein. Can they do it? Clearly they did, and it changed the world forever in all the right ways. Let the heroic journalism begin. So, She Said is terrific. She Said is deserves to be in the category of great films about historical thrillers about journalists, right up there with All the President's Men and Spotlight. This movie is very stripped down. It is very quiet. It is not a big showy Oscar-y movie. Much like Spotlight and All the President's Men, it shows the ins and outs of what it means to work at a newspaper and what it means to get that story that's going to make or break the world in some way. This movie nails it. It's really terrifically acted, really terrifically written, and as disturbing as the subject matter is, the way it's told is riveting, because you're seeing, and like anger-inducing, but it's the right kind of anger. You're angry for the victims, and it really does an amazing job of showing the heroism of not only these journalists, but of the women who came forward and told their story to them. This is a terrific film, and I have very little complaints with it. Really none at all. I do think that sometimes its stripped down nature can kind of sometimes come close to getting a little bit of the better of it, in the sense that there really isn't a lot of room for drama, and it might come off to some as cold, because when the characters aren't recounting their stories, there is that feeling of sort of mundane day-to-day stuff. But I think what makes that work is the urgency of the story they're trying to tell, and I think that it's also in the understated, terrific performances by Mulligan and Kazan, and even some supporting turns by the likes of Patricia Clarkson and Andre Brower, who really make this movie interesting in its way. I absolutely loved She Said. I thought this was a phenomenal film, and I think we can end it there. I'm going to give She Said, you see it again, bang, 5 out of 5 stars, because even with those minor flaws I had, it doesn't hurt the movie really at all. This is an important film. I saw this in a movie theater with 2 other people. People need to see this movie. It's a terrific film. It's an important film. It's a vital film. And it is a very well-told story of real-life heroes. She Said's phenomenal. So, that is it. That is it. 5 stars for She Said. Let's close the book on it. Trailer trash. Let's talk some trailer trash. Hold on. Ant-Man and the Wasp. Quantumania. We talked about it before. It looks good. Men Called Otto. We've talked about it a couple times. Looks good. Empire of Light. This is a newer trailer. Looks really good. Babylon. Talked about it. Looks good. Women Talking. We talked about this once before. This looks really interesting. Spoiler alert. Talked about it. Looks good. Knock at the Cabin. Looks good. Talked about it a bunch. Oppenheimer. Looks good. Talked about it a bunch. And was there shawarma? No, there was not. Alright, we will be back tomorrow for Blue's Big City Adventure and Mickey, the Story of a Mouse. That'll all be next time, and until next time, I'm Grant, the movie and TV guy. I see it all, and I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I love all classes missed. I love you 3000. Be kind to one another. If you like this video, give it a like if you want to. Give it a subscribe if you want to. Give it the bell. I don't know what it does, but that's what you're supposed to do, or so I've been told. If you want to find me elsewhere, reviews, lists, and other fun stuff, you can check me out on letterboxd.com at RaisedOnPopcornGrant. Twitter, I'm at RaisedGrant. You can also find me on Facebook, Raised on Popcorn with Grant. Serialized, I'm all in word, all lowercase, Raised on Popcorn. Check out my podcast, Raised on Popcorn with Grant, the podcast, on Spotify and Anchor. Some of you already have, but even if you haven't, take care of yourself, take care of your mental health. It's incredibly important. Leave a comment, even if it's, hey Grant, I like waffles. It really helps out. And now I want to know down below, what did you think of She Said? Did you like the movie? Did you hate the movie? Think my opinion's good? Think I'm full of shit? Comment below, let me know. And until we meet again, we were all raised on popcorn. Make mine with extra butter. Catch you guys next time. Take care. See you around, everybody. Bye.